Hey, it's D. It's a brand new episode coming right for you, right on the FTO Network. Enjoy. Man, I tell you, I love that intro. It doesn't get old. It just doesn't. Hey guys, how's it going? I am D of FTO Nerd Talk. Everyone, welcome to the show. I think I got some applause for you. Thank you all for being here. It's so great. Oh, you sit down. You got to wacky. Sit down. Anyways, this is it's a brand new episode. Told you every Wednesday it's coming out. Even though technically today is Thursday, so it's late night. Did not go to the gym this week. Well, not today. I went this week. 2 days so far. I may end up going. It's only 2:30 in the morning. I may go at 3 o'clock. We're all like, the normal 3 o'clock, 4 o'clockers go to the gym. I may end up going at the same time. But let's just get to it. I don't have much to say. I'll talk about it at the end of the show. I had a lot of situations happen to me this week. I'll talk about it at the end of the show. Or I'll save it for the weekly roundup. That's exclusively on Twitter. Friday nights. TV shows. Right off the cuff. TV show The Bear gets a season 2 renewal from FX. It's also on Hulu. Because they're one and the same essentially. Like Hulu is FX, FX is Hulu. It has it takes place in Chicago. Has a feel like Shameless. Has certain Shameless cast members inside the show. He's a cook, a world class culinary chef. His brother Paz has a world class restaurant in Chicago. He takes over. It's an interesting show. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good, especially it being on Hulu. The writing is really good. The characters are very interesting. I definitely say check it out. It's definitely worth looking at. Next up, you got Daniel Kaluuya not returning for Black Panther 2. That's a kick in the teeth right there, man. Boseman's not going to be a part of this. Shuri's going to be leading the role. It's going to be not a lot of familiar faces going to be inside of this. But I did hear some rumors. This is all rumor, conjecture right here. Killmonger is supposed to be a part of this. Your Nerd posted a tweet a while back, or maybe it was an Instagram post saying that what someone leaked footage or information about the new movie. Sometimes those things are BS. Sometimes they got some salt attached to it. But it says Killmonger is supposed to be coming back, and the Black Panther is supposed to be reborn. But in a new way. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. I still think they should have gone the multiverse route and get us a Black Panther from a different universe that was destroyed, and throw the new Black Panther into the MCU universe. But you can't win them. You can't win them all. You just can't. Next up, and you know what? Before I get into all that, I did apologize to Your Nerd, and we do have a comic point episode coming out. I didn't apologize on the episode, me thinking about this after we did it. I probably should have did that, but we're going to be doing regular episodes again, so hopefully next time we talk, we go on episode, I get the opportunity to have you all hear me apologize to him, just so it's out there and everyone can see it. But I did apologize. We did reconcile. We are still working together, just so you all know. I messed up. I did too much. So I flew too close to the sun and my wings melted. So there you go. Next up is The Boys. College set spinoff Gen V starring Jazz Sinclair and Chance Perdomo. Now this is supposed to be taking place while the characters are in college. They're learning the ropes of superhero-dom. They have Compound V inside of them, of course, and they're supposed to be the next leading faces for superheroes in that universe. And if you guys read The Boys comic book, the way the comic book ends, this is all spoilers, the way the comic book ends is what we saw in season 3, but very different. So from here on, I know, like, someone just do something on top where I live. Like, they heard what I said. Like, yeah, what? So, whatever happens from here on, it's going to be a little bit more original. So, I'm really excited to see how it goes. If you guys watch this season of The Boys, as I won't shut up about, I think it's the best show on TV right now. So, there's that. Next up, we have Top Gun Maverick. Becomes Paramount's biggest movie of all time. This is something. This is interesting simply because, as most of you know, Paramount Plus is a place for SpongeBob or Nickelodeon, whichever way you want to look at that, and Star Trek. Now, that's what got me into all of this Paramount Plus rigmarole. Not the Twilight Zone, not Evil, but Star Trek. Like, to watch Star Trek, even though it was on, even though you get like all the older episodes on Netflix, and even like Amazon, I think there are repeats on there too. I went to Paramount Plus because I wanted to watch Discovery, because I wanted to watch Picard. I didn't even know Strange New Worlds were going to be a thing. I wanted to see Lower Decks, and like, you figured that would be like the big draw for a lot of people, but no. But the good news is the fact that this is a big draw, this is a big pull for people, and like Top Gun Maverick is a top seller for Paramount Plus. People are going to like get Paramount Plus just to watch this, and they're going to stay for Star Trek. I really hope Paramount Plus do change up their server, their platform, because like watching stuff, it's not the easiest. And after you're done watching something, it immediately wants you to watch something that you have in your queue to watch later. Is really frustrating. I think Maki Roll on Twitter, she talked about this. She wanted to watch the RuPaul Drag Race, but she doesn't know when the episode drops. Like, you gotta, come on Hulu, let's get with it. Not Hulu, but Paramount Plus. The actions of Hulu. The functionality of Hulu is only slightly better than Paramount Plus, in my eyes. When it comes like to the app functionality, it's only slightly better than Paramount Plus. I wish I was like hyperbole with that, but like, I'm dead serious. Next up, Midnight Suns, Captain America. There's a trailer that dropped for this. It's this Midnight Sun thing is odd. It's like a fighter, but the suits are a little outlandish. But, like, it seems pretty fluid. A lot of people are talking about it. Like, I haven't played Midnight Suns, but it seems interesting. I'm just like, it seems interesting. Like, I will play it, but, like, you know, I will pick maybe some default costumes. Maybe, like, you know, if not, like, default, then maybe, like, you know, like adjacent to default costumes. Not like this weird golden sun fire thing they got going on. I don't know what all this is about, but they got a trailer that dropped off for it. Captain America's a part of it now. They got like a lot of weird characters a part of this too. I will say, like, when it comes like to like their app base or low known games and things like that, when it comes like to Disney and Marvel, like they are pretty popular with those things. I don't understand it. I don't. But like, the fans go nuts for these things. Like it's like collectibles, like NFTs of apps or games. Like, and fans go nuts for it. I don't understand it, but like, I guess kudos to them. Harley Quinn season 3. The season's coming out, I think it's July 20-something, 29th, 27th. I think we talked about it last episode, but I got a trailer for it now. So season 3 dropped a trailer. Looks good. It looks, and I really want to see how Ivy's and Harley's relationship is going, because I didn't get a vibe for that in this trailer. I don't know what's going on with their relationship in this trailer, but I really want to see what happens inside this relationship with these two. And hey, Dick Grayson shows up. I mean, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, is in this. So I don't even care. Swamp Thing is in it too. I'm in. I don't even care. That's it. That's all that matters to me. So, like I was already like a Harley Quinn fan, like of the show and the character, but like now more so, like times 2. Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal gets a season 2. The trailer is dropped. It's here. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you leave your opinions about that. Like, all this stuff I'm gonna be posting on the FTO Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Vero. So leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. I didn't really like the Primal show. It was a little slow. It was a bit much for me, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be. And also, I should let you guys know I'm a bit stuffed. If you can hear my voice, a little nasally. So there's all that. Ultraman announces a crossover with Marvel Comics. Ultraman, he's a Japan superhero type. He grows really big, takes on kaijus and robots. They're doing a comic book crossover with Marvel. Marvel's doing like a lot of crossover with other companies as of late. I think like we talked about the Fortnite one episode. I can't think of anything else they're doing. I know there are crossover that Marvel's doing currently. I can't think of anything on top of my head right now. I keep thinking about all the DC stuff, like with TMNT and the Power Rangers, but I can't think of anything with Marvel. Like anything Marvel crossover wise is escaping me right now. I can't put my finger on any crossover that Marvel has, but this is a big one. Like Ultraman has a pretty big fan base, so like that's impressive. At least in my eyes, that's impressive. I am home this time, as I told you guys, so you're going to be hearing some noises inside my home, and you're going to hear Bruce sniffling and huffing on the couch. Alden Ehrenreich joins Marvel's Ironheart series on Disney+. This is Han Solo from the Solo movie. He's going to be in Ironheart, so that's Manny and a lot of other folks. Dominic Thorne. Like, the cast is just growing on this. It's not like cookie cutter actors. Like, it's actors who have chops. My big thing is, yeah, like, I am getting enticed by this. Like, no doubt. I'm getting more and more interested in Ironheart. Like, hearing the cast members. Yes. My big thing is, after reading the comic book that Yoan Nerd and I did a while back, like, I really want it to follow that. And if you guys listen to the comic book episode that's going to be dropping on Saturday, like, you're going to hear us talk about the Miss Marvel TV show. It's not like, scathing. It's not like something that's like the fanboys are talking about. But, like, there is something that happens at the end of the Miss Marvel show. Like, I haven't seen it, clearly, but I know, like, what happens inside of it. And it's changing for the MCU. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But things are changing at the MCU for sure. Dean Flesher Camp to direct live action Lilo and Stitch. I don't have much to say about this because there isn't much to say, except for the fact that I want to know how they're going to model Stitch. That's and not just Stitch, but like, you got to give us the Easter egg of like all the other 600 aliens that's gonna be there before Stitch like leaves the compound and comes to Earth. Like, show us that. Like, if you're gonna give us a Lilo and Stitch movie, like, I really hope Disney is listening to this. As conspiracy theory as it sounds, I definitely think like DC, Disney, Image, Amazon, I think all those guys listen to my podcast. Like, even if they don't, I told myself they do. But I definitely want to see all the other aliens. Like, you can't have like a Lilo and Stitch show that lasts for like almost 2 years and not show us all the other like aliens that are a part of all this. Like, just give us a cameo, like you did with Better Ray Bill. Just show us the cape. Just show us the aliens. That's all you gotta do. That's it. Show us Howard the Duck, and we'll be fine. Next up, Lower Decks returns August 25th with 10 episodes. Spoiler alert for the show if you haven't watched it. Captain Freeman, Beckett Mariner's mom, who is the captain of the Cerritos, she was arrested at the end of the season, and the show picks up after that. And as like the show says, they're part of the lower deck. They're not part of like, they're not lieutenants. They're all ensigns, and they just like being on the lower deck. Like, that's their career. A part of Starfleet, but not higher ranked. And it's gonna be hard for them to do that with their captain being gone. And I think like that was probably the point. Is like to make the captain go away to see if the crew will grow up a bit. And it's season 3. You gotta have some fun with the story. So we're gonna see what happens. I hope they bring on more characters like from DS9, more characters from like Voyager, things like that. Like I want to like we got to see Tom Paris in season 2, which was cool. Like I want to see more Star Trek references. I think that'd be really cool to see. Movie news: Jeff Goldblum is Zeus in the movie Chaos. He's replacing Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant, like we talked about this on the show too. Hugh Grant was casted this. I think it was about a month ago, and now Goldblum is taking the spot. I think they said that Grant had like a scheduling conflict, so he couldn't do the role. So Goldblum is taking over. Now, if you like Goldblum like I do, like there's never too much Jeff Goldblum. So yeah, I was going to see this movie regardless. Like probably not in theaters because until they fashion the theaters where I can sit down and just talk and play on my phone and take naps and not have to worry about X, Y, and Z, I think I'm done with theaters because those things happen inside theaters, and like unless I'm paying for that to happen, like I'm not gonna be a part of that. I had a friend of mine tell me that why would you pay to have all the things out of a theater? Like, why couldn't you just do that at home? Because then, like, I get, like, movie popcorn. Then I get, like, the movie experience, which is, like, a big screen TV. Where, like, I can see the screen and hear, like, the sound. And, like, so if it's the right theater, I get some gourmet meals along with it, too. And a recliner. So, that's why. Like, I would, like, sit in the recliner, eat my gourmet food, my nice burger with my bucket of popcorn that's filled with butter and my really bad drink, and have like my bad carbs and food for the day. So next up, movie news. Jennifer Hudson wants to play the head muse in live action Hercules film, and she wants to get like the other cast members from Dreamgirls attached to this too. Like that's the kicker for me there. Like not only does she wants to do this role, but she wants to get like the other cast member of Dreamgirls to do this. Like that is what? Like if they did that, like this movie would be gold. Even if it's not as good as say like how The Lion King was, like this movie would be gold. Period. Like 100%. Like the Hercules film, like the Hercules is an interesting character as is, and like the Disney Hercules film was like top notch. And like, if it keeps true to that same type of story, and if Hades is cast perfectly, I definitely think Tucci should be like Hades. But that's neither here nor there. But they're probably gonna go young, probably like I don't know. Who would be a good Hades live action wise? It can't be James Woods doing the voice because he is problematic. So who would it be? Michelle Cole joins Mr. and Mrs. Smith series with Donald Glover and Maya Erskine. I don't know what to say about this. Like, it's not enough information for me like to have an opinion about this. I am interested in seeing the Mr. and Mrs. Smith series, but I don't know. Like, it's gonna be detailed. It's gonna be like layered. The character's gonna be fleshed out. The friends, the situation, probably the build up to realizing that they're both spies is also gonna be played out as well. But I don't know. Like I think this is gonna be more of an acting show than like a action pack type show. I think like we're gonna be focused more on the acting in the situation. It's gonna be very old school sitcom-y in a way, but new age. It has to be an hour long. Like it can't be a half an hour. Like you got like Donald Glover and like and Cole. Like you can't like put like award-winning actors in a movie or a show and not use them for the entire screen time. So I don't know. It's gonna be limited too. So like it's gonna be like one big build-up, one long story. Like so, it's gonna be what what the opposite of what Kripke was saying about The Boys. Like if you guys haven't heard about this, Eric Kripke, the creative mind of The Boys TV show, told a few people that a 10-episode show is not just a one long movie. It's a TV show. And I mean, I get where he's coming from with that, but like, think about it for a second. Like, it's one long story in a format for you like to absorb the entire story. So if you binge that, remove all the credits, like you are just watching like one long story that all blends together. That's kind of like a movie. And like the second season is like, the second movie. That's why it's a golden age of TV right now. Like, come on. And I already told you my answer to solving all of that is like to get multiple directors to direct movies. If you get like 2 or even 3 directors to direct a film, like the film will be better. Period. Like, period. Make it runtime 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes. Make that the new standard for a film. Get 3 directors attached to it. I'm telling you, like, that's the goal. They're not going to do that, though. That's too much work. Too much money. So, that is the news for this week. Let's see if we can go to Fukunabe. Let's see what they're doing. Make sure you check out Fukunabe whenever you get a chance. They got some cool stuff over there at the Fuku World. I think their podcasts are going pretty strong. I listened to their latest podcast. You can definitely tell they are from the north. They use the word fire and trash religiously. Whenever something is bad, it is trash or garbage. When something is good, it is fire. And I tell you, like, one day if I had some alcohol with me today, I would listen to their podcast and get like a big bottle of vodka next to me, and every time someone said fire, I would take a shot. And I'm telling you, within 15 minutes of that podcast, I would be hammered. Like, that's how much they say fire. But that is the age we live in. I probably shouldn't say too much because I'm probably going to make a guest appearance of being ripped on that show because I'm talking about this. So, so that's that. Here we go. Here's some news from 6 days ago. Tekken 8 and Elden Ring DLC among games leaked for a Bandai Namco hack. Wow, they were hacked. Other games like Dragon Ball, Xenoverse 3, Code Vines 2. Wow. Namco. No one's talking about this. That was a Namco hack. Did not hear about this. Tekken. Man, that's crazy. PlayStation X bundle partnership is finalized. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. What is Bungie and PlayStation going to be doing? Move over, Microsoft. You got a new bad boy in town. That's PlayStation. Hello, Sony. Oh, my goodness. Should be fanning my face. Hello, Mr. Sony. Pleasure to see ya. The TechnoCon 2022 dropped some changes for Play Warfare, Veilbreaker, Soulframe, Duvery Paradox. I have no idea what any of these games are. Duvery Paradox Quest is what it's called. There's no dates for release, but the convention revealed gameplay and trailers. They're out now, so there's that. What else? Tekken Bloodlines coming to Netflix August 18th. That sounds fun. I can go for some Tekken TV show. Is it animated? It is. There's a hashtag that says animated edits, but I think that's just to get people to go to the page. So I don't know. It could be animated. It could be live action. Looking in the background picture, it looks like it's an anime. So it's probably animated. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Nope, that's it for news. That is it for news. So let's. I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be right back and talk about what? Talk about TV shows and comics. Trying out the effects, trying to see what works. We are back. I feel like, you guys need like a pause or a button or a sound to show you an interlude of what's happening or not happening. You know what I mean? So you got it. You guys get it. Guys. This thing is just so ridiculous to me. But yeah, let's do the movies and things to check out this week. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Now, I have not seen this. I thought about it. Usually I go rapid fire with this, I know. But this one caught my eye. it was like a thing to watch on Metacritic, which is where I get all of this information for TV shows and movies and stuff like that. But a widowed cleaning lady in 1950 London falls madly in love with a courtier noir dress and decides that she must have one of her own. After she works, starves, and gambles to raise the fund to pursue her dreams, she embarks on an adventure to Paris, which will change not only her outlook, but the very future of the House Dior. I mean, it sounds like the episode of Bob's Burgers when he gets like a nice suit. So, sounds interesting. The Deer King. There's a game called Escape Academy. You just arrived at Escape Academy, a school where promising students train to become the ultimate escape room master. Play over a dozen masterful handcrafted rooms designed by experienced experts in the field of real life escape rooms. Sounds interesting. Everything's trash. This show is hilarious. I watched this show. Like, it's hilarious. Make sure you give it a shot. It's on Hulu currently. Freeform is the show that it came out from. Like, it's still technically Hulu. But Everything's Trash is definitely worth watching. The Anarchist. I watched the first 15 minutes of this. It's like some QAnon weirdness. Like flat earther type stuff. So, if you want to watch Conspiracy Nuts, talk about stuff that isn't true, give it a shot. Blackbird. Jimmy Keene, played by Targan Egerton, was sentenced to 10 years in a maximum security prison with no possibility of parole, but is given a choice of shortest sentence if he enters a maximum security prison for the criminal insane. And can elect a confession from a serial killer, Larry Hall, played by Paul Walter Hauser. Now, this seems interesting. Like, I saw this because I saw Targan name attached to it. Like, he's a great actor. Like, everything he does is, like, it's good in my eyes. The Kingsman was great. I loved him in Sing, so that's why I picked this. But, yeah, like, to hearing that synopsis, it sounds even better. Moonhaven. Yeah. I mean, I saw Kadeem Hardison. I thought it was interesting, but yeah, Moonhaven. And My Name. A friend of mine told me about this. Said he's watching this. It's a K-drama, Korean drama. It says following her father's murder, a revenge-driven woman puts her trust in a powerful crime boss and enters the force under his direction. He said it's good. I thought I would like the cover for it. It looks bloody as hell. But it seems interesting. There's also one that a friend of mine told me about was... give me a second to find it here. Here we go. It's also another K-drama called Crash Landing on You. This is also a K-drama. Takes place in... the story takes place in North Korea. And like it takes place in the 50s. It's supposed to be pretty dark, pretty intense. So give that a shot also. And my favorite part of the show, my absolute hands down favorite part of the show, comics to read: The Flash, 784, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, issue number 40, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, issue number 1, Ice Cream Man, issue number 31. Black Adam, issue number 2. I am not a hero. I am a god. Who is Black Adam? His power and his very life draining from him. Theo Tef Adam is confronted by a specter from his past haunting him with the treachery he employed to gain his power and forcing him to confront the inescapable truth. There is no redemption for Black Adam. Oh, that sounds good. Issue number 2. Sounds like fun. Skybound X, issue number 25. Duo 3. Enter the Immutables, who make Dr. Kelly Vu and Dr. David Kim's superheroic body-sharing problems feel downright frivolous. That's a word I've never seen before. When they make their positions clear, mere humans are not meant to live forever, and these godlike beings will put an end to anyone who tries. Duo seems like a cool story. It's a DC story, and it's something I haven't seen in DC before, so I had to pick this one. It just sounded so wacky and crazy. I had to put it a part of the mix. But that's it. That's all the news. That's all the topics. It's been fun. It's been fun. Let's see what else we got to talk about. I think so. I work at a few places. I got a cleaning job. I got the ride share. I do FTO stuff. I do side stuff that's related to FTO stuff. This story here, I got two stories actually. The driving job, I had someone in the backseat of my car talk about assimilating. Talk about how the world's going to a dumpster fire, as we talked about on the show before, and how things are just going to crap. It's just going bad, and it's really bad for black people and women right now currently. It's going to keep on getting worse because the elected officials don't care, and more elected officials are going into power who don't care. And it's this person tells me all this stuff, talks to me about all of this, talks to me about how they're colder and things like that, and then they go to tell me about how if we should move to different countries, and when we move to a different country, we should assimilate, not keep being ourselves. We should blend ourselves into their culture and customs, and forsake who we are as independent people. And I rejected that. I get you don't make waves in someone else's country that you are an immigrant in. I get that part, but to forsake who you are as a person simply because you live in someone else's country, why would you do that? No. No. Not only is it's that dangerous. That's how we have this problem in America currently, because a lot of immigrants would assimilate to what is the predominant ideology, which is conservative Republicans, even if it goes against their better interests or more immigrants coming to this country. So no, that's ridiculous. So I said that to her, and she got defensive, real quick, why is that bad? Why is that bad? I didn't want to have an argument with someone who's getting defensive in the backseat of my car when I can't see their face, so I let it go and deflected to something else. So it was off-putting and uncomfortable. I suspect that that person was definitely different than most individuals when it comes to talking about things like that, and it was an experience. So yeah, but the other incident was working at this place I'm cleaning, and they came in. Two guys came in. I told them you gotta leave. We're closing soon, so you hurry up and get out and get done with things you're doing. But if you leave, the door's gonna lock, and you won't be able to come back in. Told them this. Other people were still inside the place I was at. Those people were sitting down waiting for their stuff to finish, and when they were waiting for their stuff to finish, someone took their spot when they went to the restroom. They come back from the restroom, the person in their spot, the person walk out to get some air, I'm assuming, and they try to come back in. I didn't see these people try to come back in, and those two people who I told the first time did. And the people that are outside are knocking on the door, asking to come back in. Hey, let us in. Can you let us back in? The two people who I told you about from the beginning, ignore those people completely. They were ignored the entire time. I eventually noticed that they're there. I get up, open the door, let them in. Both of them would come inside and say y'all did us dirty. You just left us outside. You didn't want to let us in? You serious? You just gonna leave us out like that? So all that happens. The two people who were sitting inside who didn't let them in didn't say anything. One person was about to leave. I apologized. Hey, sorry about the door situation. Sorry they didn't let you in. One of the guys flipped the hell out. Went nuts. I was like, well, you said like no one can go back in when they leave. Like, why are you making it sound like we're the bad guys in this situation? Like, I can't believe you did something like that. Doesn't make any sense. I really like disappointing you. Blah blah blah. Just kept on going and going and going. Like, man, like you didn't like even acknowledge me. You didn't acknowledge them. You didn't apologize to them. Like, you did none of those things to those folks. And like, you're gonna get angry with me because like something that you did that you know you did wrong, and like I'm apologizing for both of us. Like, you need to stop. They didn't. They didn't stop. They kept on going. I had to do something I did not want to do. I had to call the cops, and like it made me uncomfortable to do that. Because like if I put hands on them, I know for a fact I would have been in jail. Like, not that I couldn't have taken them, because I could have. But if I put hands on somebody outside of a situation that's like that, I would be the aggressor, and I can't have that on me. So I didn't, and I had to do something I didn't want to do. And I called the cops, and it felt uncomfortable to do that. But like all times when I call the police, it's going to be anonymous. I don't give cops my name. Like, I don't give police my name at all. So when they showed up, I said my name's anonymous. It took them a while, but they got the guys out of there. The moral of the story is, you can't be nice all the time, because that shit will bite you in the ass. And that's your curse word of the episode. But it was a weird situation. I wrote in my journal like 4 pages long, and it was just like, that's why I'm talking about it. Like, I feel like I gotta just get it out, just put it out there, because keeping it in, it's not gonna do me any good. I don't think I was the bad guy in this situation. Like, even if I was, like, I was just trying to do what was right, and if I messed up in that kind of regard, then it's what it is. But like, you know, like, dude was trying like to fight me. I had to call the cops. Like, if I fought him, I would have gone to jail. I got responsibilities. I can't be like dealing with some dude's mischief and like be afraid of the cops at the same time. And like, I got a phone. I know how to record stuff, like with a cop doing something that's weird. So you know what? To hell with it. So I picked my battles. Like, hopefully, like, there was a one battle. My integrity is gone a little bit because I had to call the cops. But you know, at the end of the day, I slept. So that's all that matters. But I think that's the show. Make sure you check out the weekly roundup. Make sure you check out Blerd News. I got two of those. I got both to do. And I don't have any stories. I know the San Diego Comic-Con is coming up soon, too. Ugh, that's gonna be treacherous. The San Diego Comic-Con. Well, good news, though. I got more stuff to talk about. San Diego Comic-Con is gonna be, like, loads of news. Tons of news. Like, that's like a paradise for me, so it should be fun this week talking about SSDD. I know Henry Cavill had like some rumored news. The MCU has some news that are coming out, so we'll see what happens. I'm really excited to talk about more video game news coming out soon. Like, that's why I like going to Fukunaga, because like that's like one of their fundamental things, talking about games. So it was nice. This has been a fun episode. I hope you guys are doing well. Enjoy the rest of your week. If you got anything if you ever have something you want me to talk about, feel free to hit me up. FTO Nerd Talk anywhere. DM me. Send me an email. It's all attached to my link tree, all my pages. I think on Instagram, I can actually have some of my email attached to it. Or just DM me. Doesn't matter. Who cares? But love you all. Have a good night. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Until next time, take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.